With that. Good evening and welcome to all. I have 6 p.m. Laguna Monterey Water District notice of regular meeting Board of Directors. Notice is hereby given of a regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the district to be held at 105 Port Road, Port Isabel, Texas, on 25th day of September 2013 at the hour of 6 p.m. For consideration of the business of the agenda below. This notice is posted at the office of the district on September 19, 2013 at 9:35 a.m. in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551-041-551-050, and a copy furnished to the county clerk at Cameron County, Texas. We do have the presence of a quorum. Absent, we were notified in advance of Jeff Keplinger not being able to attend the meeting. If I may please get everyone to stand for item 2, the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 3, invitation to the audience for discussion at this time. Anyone have anything they'd like to discuss? Board members, staff? Anyone like to discuss anything in open session? Nothing at this time?
One thing.
Yes, sir?
Trust me. Your pension plan is a pyramid scheme. That's all I'm going to tell you. And a conversation.
Okay. Comment for the record. Moving to item number 4. Consider and approve minutes for the regular meeting of September 11th, 2013. Has everyone had a chance to review their minutes? Are there any questions or comments or statements?
Move to approve, Chairman.
Motion made by Mr. Garcia.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
There are none opposed. Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 5, consider and approve contract amendment number 2 with Ferris & Flynn, LLC for Laguna Vista Wastewater Treatment Plant 2012 reuse water improvements. Charles?
Right, this is another
there's no
amendment
for services.
for Ferris & Flynn regarding the continued time they're spending on the Laguna Vista sewer plant water reuse project, and basically their contract in amendment number 1 was extended out to July 26th, and the way it's set up is for each month there's basically a monthly amount that would be charged from the engineering services, and so basically he was requesting a 3-month extension, but I'm anticipating we're going to be finished here in September, and so I was only recommending approval for a 2-month extension on the engineering services, which would be requesting an increase of $2,878.80.
Will we still be within budget?
Yeah, I mean, I guess for the engineering additional time, we're anticipating to have that covered by liquidated damages. That's since it's a cost that's been overrun due to the contract delay. That's really balancing the two out against each other.
Move to approve, Chairman.
Motion made by Mr. Garcia. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
There are. None opposed. Thank you. Item 6, consider and approve change order number 2 for Laguna Vista Wastewater Treatment Plant reuse water improvements.
Yeah, again, this is the final change order that we got to just finish out the construction for the Laguna Vista water reuse project. Basically, there's an increase for some additional electrical work at 9,300. We ended up removing the hydraulic lifting system out of the wind turbine, which is a credit of $6,000. We also got some additional credits for some wind turbine disconnect switch, and there's 2 valve actuators which aren't available from the supplier yet. So we were just going to take them off of this contract so we can close it out, and then with an understanding that they'll have to get installed at a later date when Christian comes along. So basically, there's also some additional credits on here for some retesting fees on materials testing. So we're just recommending a final change order that has a decrease of $5,618.56, resulting in a final contract price for the mulch of $764,399.44.
Any comments? If so, there's Mr. Ferris is walking the door if you got any questions or comments for him.
Yeah, there's also a closed session item where we'll probably be talking about project as a whole.
Is there a motion at this time?
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Garcia.
Second.
There's a second made by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
They are. Are there any opposed? None. Item 7, consider and approve resolution number 101-09-13, adopting the budget for new fiscal year October 1st, 2013 through September 30th, 2014 in Laguna Monterey Water District. We've had many discussions, meetings, breakouts, so I think everyone's aware of the budget. Any other comments or?
I'd just like to say that the member of the budget committee, Chairman, noted, there were several meetings, and then because we changed our fiscal year, after we had adopted a previous budget, we had to come back and go with a new budget. And Mr. Gomez, Mr. Galvan, and Mr. Valdez did a real good job, and Charles did a real good job of meeting with all the department heads or department managers, and there was, a lot of cuts made, to their wish list, and we were still able to come in with a balanced budget, so, it turned out well. So, I'm making a motion that we go ahead and approve the budget for this fiscal year.
A motion made by Mr. Garcia. Second by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Mr. Thomas?
None.
Motion carries. Thank you. I'd like to echo also what Mr. Garcia said. Budgets are always a challenge, and that's exactly what they are, budgets. So I compliment everyone for working through them. They are quite challenging, and there were time issues and changes and stuff, so compliments to all. And Mr. Garcia also for serving on the Budget Committee also. Moving on to item number 8, consider and approve the financial statements as of August 31st, 2013.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The financial report for August 31st, 2013, as submitted for the general fund revenue was $3,048,613.82, and this is from May through August. The expenditures are $2,187,337, with revenue over expenditures of $861,313.45. At this point, we have $466,180.58 in encumbrances, which we're still showing revenues over revenues over expenses and encumbrances by $375,426.77. The second page of the general fund shows the list of revenue accounts. Gives you a detail where the revenue was coming in. On the following page is page 1 of the debt service fund. The revenue for the debt service fund was $300,842.30, with revenue under expenditures of $3,429,992.03. The revenue was under by $3,129,149.73. The following page is a list of revenue accounts for the debt service, so you can see where the revenue was coming in from. The next page is page 1 of the capital projects fund, and that shows revenue of $8,492.29, with expenditures of $3,739,480.70. Revenue under expenditures by $3,730,988.41. The following page is page 2 of the capital projects fund, that shows a list of the revenue accounts, and it's based mostly from interest. The next page is the emergency fund, page 1, and it's just interest of $904.14 with no expenditures. That is the financial statement for August 31st, 2013. If anybody has any questions.
Any comments, board? Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Thomas. Second by Mr. Garcia. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
There are none opposed. Motion carries. Thank you. Moving to item number 9, consider and approve the disbursements. So everyone had a chance to review the disbursements, and would anyone like to pull one out in particular? Otherwise, we ask for a approval of them all.
When are we gonna get from out from under AT&T? No, we did all this fancy stuff.
Yes, sir.
We
Well,
did.
AT&T, as far as the telephone is concerned, they have the order to disconnect. We just made, hopefully this is the final payment to AT&T. Mr. Neblett, Larry Neblett, who put all the VoIP system in, we'll be negotiating with them to see if we can get some of this refund, because the order for the disconnect was made a couple of weeks ago. So he's looking to be able to negotiate and see if we can get some of that money back that we made on this payment that we just made.
And we're hoping that by Friday we'll have all the lines disconnected.
That's correct.
That's the report that we have today.
Okay.
Part of
Just a question.
Part of the problem was coming in that some of these lines were going into the lift stations, and we were trying to figure out how we take care of the lift stations, and Mr. Neblett finally came in with a solution, and so we're working with him and Orbit Broadband to give us the Wi-Fi out there, so that we can go ahead and put those alarms, make sure that they're set up in there.
Gotcha.
Any other questions or comments about any of the disbursements? If not, is there approval for them all?
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Thomas. Second by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
They are. Any opposed? None. Thank you. Moving to item number 10, General Manager's Report. Carlos?
Yes, I wanted to bring an update on the video audio that we have on our website now. We had some issues that we ran into. The video and audio weren't synchronized, and finally Angel, our IT guy, had worked on it so many hours that he got it going. For some reason there was a problem with the program. But if you go on the website, you can see the meetings, the audio and video. That's perfect. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's on the website.
We're making big advancements with our technology.
Right.
On that camera, Carlos, on that camera, is it going to be a mulch camera or what? Are we going to leave it the same way?
Can you make this thing turn?
Basically, have it here, there's a camera going for you, a board, and one for administration. And the one for administration, you can see the speaker.
That's nice.
Thank you, Carlos, very much. Moving to item 11, District Engineers Report. Charles?
Yeah, I was just giving an update on the progress at Water Plant 2. We had our county inspection for the electrical and plumbing, which got approved this week.
Excuse me.
So, so we're going to go ahead and proceed with putting on the sheetrock in the building on Thursday, or either tomorrow or Friday. We're going to start doing the sheetrock. So basically, the remaining items to finish out the building is the sheetrock, tape and float, installing the cabinets, and putting the tile and suspended ceilings. So we're in the last couple of weeks of that building being complete. The fiberglass piping is, I think, getting put on trucks, if not today or tomorrow. So we'll get the fiberglass piping should arrive at the end of the week, and then basically we'll be building all of the piping from our transfer pump station to the MF trains that are already finished. So we're on schedule, looking at being ready to start commissioning mid-November or first week of December. So we commissioned for about 8-9 weeks, and then a 30-day acceptance test, and that would finalize the microfiltration project. And then, so the additional items that we're getting onto is this past Thursday advertised for the electrical generator on the emergency power. Also, an advertisement for some clear well valves. And these are basically to purchase the equipment, so the owner will furnish to the contractor, and then we'll have to get an installation cost or estimate from the contractor for the remaining items. But that's basically where we're at with the water plant in work progress. Any other questions, or? Guess we're good.
Actually, waiting for the completion so we can do some sort of ribbon cutting or something, right? That's the plan?
Yeah.
That is the plan.
Yeah, about January. Think it.
January?
Yeah.
Are we all gonna have our little hats on with shovels?
Well, that should be the start of the job, but we can cut the ribbon, I guess, and.
You do know the 4 phases of the construction project, don't you?
Tell me.
Well, first it's enthusiasm, then it's panic, then you go into search for the guilty, and punishment of the innocent is 4th, praise and honors for the non-participants is the 5th one.
Ah, all right. So we'll talk about that in closed session.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay.
We get to do the praise and honors.
Anything else?
No, that was the only update for this week.
Thank you, Charles. Moving on to item 12, executive session permitted by the Open Meetings Act, VTCA, Government Code Section 551.001, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, Section 551.072, deliberation about pending litigation, Section 551.074, personnel matters. Item A, to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to wit, employee director of finance. Item B, consider and discuss liquidated damages for Laguna Vista wastewater treatment plant reuse water improvement. This time, do we have a motion to go into executive session at 6:19 p.m.? Motion made by Mr. Garcia, second by Mr. Vella. At this time, we are in executive session. Would anyone like to take a 5-minute recess before we finish with our business? Okay. We'll take a 5-minute recess. Can I have a motion to come out of executive session at 6:50 p.m.?
Motion to come out.
Motion made by Mr. Vella, second by Mr. Garcia. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
We are officially out of executive session. At this time, we have item A, to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to wit, employee director of finance. Item A, motion is to, I guess I make the motion, don't I? Motion is to accept general manager's recommendation for permanent position based on pay schedule as noted with the water district.
2-step 46.
For the director of finance.
Move to approve.
Motion made by Mr. Garcia, second by Mr. Vella. Are all those in favor?
Question on it, question is, what level in pay group 36 are we going to bring him up to? Are we going to negotiate that at a different time?
Whatever you all decide, 1 or 2.
I'll put a motion on the floor to bring him up to level 2 on step 36.
That would be an amendment to the motion that is currently on the floor.
So I need
Will you
to
accept the amendment?
amend a motion
Well, we really need to amend the motion because he's at step 36, so why would an amendment be necessary to find what level in 36
Well,
is?
then your point of clarification, your point of clarification is that the motion includes a specific level 1 or 2 of step 36.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
That'll work.
And to clear up the motion, it involves level 36, step 2.
That's what I want. That's my
I amend my
recommendation to
motion.
my
motion amended by Mr. Garcia. Is there a second?
Mr. Vela?
Mr. Vella, seconded by Mr. Vella for pay rate 36, Schedule 2. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Motion carries. Thank you. Welcome
Thank you,
aboard
gentlemen.
officially,
All those
permanently.
been promoted up to your level of incompetence, so we'll be able to fire you in the morning. Or, you know.
Thank you, Robert, for your work and dedication to the Water District and really stepping up.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your confidence.
Moving on to item B, consider and discuss liquidated damages for Laguna Vista wastewater treatment plant reuse water improvement. Would like a motion for council to reach negotiation with the other council for Balch Machinery of Brownsville, Texas. Is there a motion? Motion at this time by Mr. Vella. Is there a second?
Would you just want to discuss what we discussed?
No,
We can't.
no.
The
Okay.
attorney is gonna discuss.
It's just for negotiation.
Okay.
I've got my marching orders.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Garcia. Are all those in favor? Are there any opposed? None. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 6:59 PM. Thank you all for being here this evening, and thank you for your time.
Well, have a great